as he'd previously done with stud bulls. And Tommy Smith got his best horse since Tulloch like this.
Well, I thought he'd only be a fair horse. I never dreamt of him being a champion.
Well, as I said earlier, Cap, but watch this win, his 5th start, the Group 2 Peter Pan Stakes at Rose Hill. Here is the foretaste of the coming glory.
Well, he surprised me, all I could say. I never dreamt him. He improved that fast, and I couldn't catch up with him.
Shogun and Outcome couldn't keep up with him in the gloaming. And Mighty Kingdom, who went on to win the Caulfield Cup, couldn't get near him in the Spring Champion Stakes.
I think when we saw Kingston Town come round the corner and walk away from the field on Championship Stakes Day, we suddenly thought, well, this horse has got something quite special.
I remember Mighty Kingdom come at me with a furlong to go, and I just kicked the black horse in the ribs, and he just won by 4 lengths.
Think about what he'd done. It was only his 2nd preparation. He'd gone from a $5,000 two-year-old handicap win to the Champion Stakes in 3 months. He'd won a triple crown of sorts. He was, as they say in the game, hot. So, of course... In the autumn of 1980, Kingston Town was electrifying. First up, he fairly scorched over the 1,200 metres of the expressway at Randwick. He was never thought of as a sprinter in the Manicato style, yet he cut it out in 1:9.7. Next, he won at Rose Hill over 1,500 metres.
800 to go as they come onto the side, and Quanarack the leader by a length. In 2nd place, Tulip Town, and 3 parts of a length to Farewell Chime. 3/4 of a length, Kingston Town going comfortably and within about 2.5 lengths of the leader. A little over a length for Milton, who's going much better today than he was last week, and they were followed by Ulan Boy. Then Tell Pibbs being hard ridden with Big Print last, still under restraint, and Red Kilt alongside of him. They're on the bend for home with about 4:50 to travel. Quanarack just leading from Tulip Town, a length behind them Kingston Town. On the rails then Ulan Boy, and they were followed by Milton. At the head of the others then is Tell Pibbs. Coming to the 250, Tulip Town the leader, but Kingston Town's raced to him straight away, and Kingston Town a dash clear with 200 to go from Tulip Town. Milton is running on well on the outside, will get 2nd, and Kingston Town's going to win pretty comfortably. Milton, however, giving a good display today, stretches out beautifully in the run home, but has beaten 2.5 lengths for a good derby trial.
Gates fly, and they're away in the Rose Hill Guineas of 1980, and as they race into view, Lloyd Show.
Then came an amazing 3 weeks in which he strolled away with 4 Group 1 races. The Formula 1 racer was in overdrive now. Sometimes he made 2 and 3 runs in a race. Always the same horse ran 2nd. It was called Daylight. The Rose Hill Guineas was the start of it.
With Knights Affair and Brindisi as last. Now the pace slowed suddenly again as they wheel to the back, and Roman Warrior now takes over the running. Roman Warrior led narrowly from Kingston Town, running 3rd, Laureate on the outside of Lloyd Show. It's a very muddling to take off very quickly, and here's a new leader now in the Guineas. Knights Affair went to the lead. Knights Affair in front, coming to the 1,000, kicked away about 2.5 to Kingston Town. Roman Warrior 3rd on the outside, but by golly, Johnston got into trouble there. The rider of Roman Warrior went up on the outside of the other one, Knights Affair. Johnston tried to go with him. He got cut out momentarily. Farewell Chime now moves to 4th. A length and a half to Laureate, followed by Lloyd Show. Then Rocky Top, Riverdor, Polo Player, Cordelphia, hard-ridden. A good way back, Big Print and Brindisi, and dropping out to last is High Mystery. At the 600 metres mark, Knights Affair the leader. Roman Warrior 2nd, flat to the boards. Kingston Town 3rd. Then Farewell Chime, Rocky Top about to take off on the outside. Further back then, coming into it, Polo Player, but he's carted deep on the turn. At the head of the others, Lloyd Show and Laureate behind them, and then Big Print in the straight, 250 to go, and he's let loose on Kingston Town, and the champ has gone to Knights Affair in a stride. Look at that acceleration. Kingston Town race clear below the 200, and the Guineas looks to be all over. Knights Affair in 2nd place, running on. Polo Player finishing doggedly, but Kingston Town wins in a breeze. He's a champion. Kingston Town by 4 lengths. Polo Player...
Sydney Daily Mirror racing editor, Tom Brazel.
The Rose Hill Guineas was the day that I first thought to myself, well, this horse is a real champion, because Malcolm Johnson had to use him a lot early in the race, and he stopped and started on him. He got a position, and
A length and a half clear on Roman Warrior. Kingston Town a further length and a half third. And then comes on the outside as they swing the home corner here, Rocky Top and Farewell Chime. And Rocky Top having a bit of a bumping duel from Laureate and Lloyd Show. In the stretch at the ledger, here's Johnston popping the question to Kingston Town, and he exploded to the lead. Away he goes, and Kingston Town, as Jono looks over the right shoulder, is about 3 in front of Knight's Affair Polo Player. But Kingston Town is a mile too good. It's a workout for him. Kingston Town holds Polo Player and Knight's Affair, and Kingston Town wins in a walk.
Straight 1,300 metres out in the Tancred Stakes, and the leader's going beautifully, Double Century.
Then the Tancred Stakes, which, like the Cox Plate, is a good horse's race at a good horse's distance and at weight for age.
Fourth spot, followed closely by Desper on the outside of Justice Steel. Pagal striding around about 10 or 12 lengths, covers the field. Onto the top turn with 900 to go. Double Century, the leader. Bowbacker's second. Worry Symbol third on the outside of Kingston Town. 3 deep, Pagal around Desper and Justice Steel. Then Sunstone, they're starting to pack up. Golden Black further back in the field. Chivalry got cluttered up near the fence. He's in bother coming to the corner. Salamander's about to take off, and now Cavalier went back to the tail with Chivalry. About to swing for home, 4:50 to go, and the leader Double Century is nicely clear as they turn, led by a length and a half to Kingston Town, who's poised to challenge now. They've quickly booted clear of Worry Symbol, followed by Justice Steel, Pagal and Salamander, but it's the famous Kingston Town acceleration as he went past Double Century in one stride. Kingston Town with an explosive turn of speed is race clear, and the Tancred Stakes is all over. Look at him go. He's a champion from head to toe. Kingston Town wins with his ears pricked by 4 lengths to Double Century, a neck away third.
Then the AJ...
2.5 lengths clear of the 200. Double Century under the whip, struggling on in a line of about 6 behind them with Salamander on their outside. But Kingston Town is going to win in a walk. This is the best 3-year-old and the best player we've got in Australia at the moment.
Racing in the Derby. A pretty good start too. One of the best out, Riverdor. Kingston Town jumped well, and going out quickly was Shogun, followed by Prince Ruling and Mr. Independent, then Farewell Chime, followed by taking off, and then a gap to Big Print, followed by Polo Player. Then comes Farewell Chime, Red Kilt, Brindisi second last, and High Mystery last. A little bit of sense coming into the race now speed-wise as they travel past the 1900 where Prince Ruling went to the lead. A length and a half on El Arena, so Queensland first and second at the moment. 2 lengths third is Shogun. On the fence, Mr. Independent, but the speed is again starting to slow as they wheel into the back from Big Print around Kingston Town. Red Kilt taking off in a hurry, followed by Polo Player, Riverdor, High Mystery, Farewell Chime and Brindisi last. Well, in this farcically run derby at the 1400 metres, Red Kilt went to the lead. And as they run past the 13 now, another leader, Polo Players, come onto the scene. And now Kingston Town has gone to second. I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't here. And at the 1200, at the halfway mark, it's Polo Player a length on Kingston Town. Third, Red Kilt. Fourth, Mr. Independent. Riverdor's gone up wide out to fifth, followed by Prince Ruling. He's last. In the derby, they pack up, coming past the 800, with the leader, Polo Player, a half length on Kingston Town, and 3 deep is Riverdor. A length and a half to Red Kilt and Mr. Independent. Big Print wider out from Farewell Chime, and then Prince Ruling. A gap then to Shogun, High Mystery, followed well back by El Arena as they near the home corner, and Brindisi is last. On the bend in the 1980 derby, and Polo Player just leading Kingston Town. Riverdor 3 deep, and then comes behind those Red Kilt, Mr. Independent, Shogun. And as they run to the 300, Johnston says, "Come on, King. Let's go." And Kingston Town raced away. Past the 200, Kingston Town 3 in front of Polo Player, Mr. Independent, and then Shogun. But $136,000 staring connections at Kingston Town on the face. Kingston Town racing away from Mr. Independent. El Arena flying along the rail. But Kingston Town wins the derby brilliantly from Mr. Independent, El Arena. And then came Polo Player.
Finally, that unforgettable Sydney Cup.
Well, and he's going to ride him over, apparently, to try to get him close to the fence. Kingston Town won the start clearly and is coming across the front of the field, and he's going to be on the rails inside 100 metres. Double century.
Looking back, you could say the Sydney Cup was an enormous thrill because a number of people, including some very knowledgeable horse people, said that he couldn't possibly run 2 miles and he couldn't run the Sydney. He couldn't win the Sydney Cup.
Grey Affair with March to Glory had an advantage of a half length, but Kingston Town's gone up within 3/4 of a length of him shortly afterward. A length and a half to Double Century being perfectly ridden, and Worry Symbol on his outside. About a length to Washington drifting back into the field and being passed by Marlborough. Then Pagal at the head of the others out wide, Just Jealous, and a length to Misty Love. They were closely attended by Sharman making a run from Desperate Just to Steal. Then came Grey Affair, Golden Black still got only about 3 behind him. March to Glory dropped out last with Fabuloso and Play the Game. 800 to go, and the leader Better by 3/4 of a length to Kingston Town. 3 parts of a length away, Worry Symbol, a half on the inside, then to Double Century. Marlborough's next on the outside, and then Sharman followed by Just Jealous, Pagal. Misty Love on the outside from Just to Steal. Golden Black making a bit of ground, and then Desperate Grey Affair. On the bend for home, and the leaders are Kingston Town, who's moved up and now joined and headed Better by. In third place, Worry Symbol, Double Century coming home well, and they were followed by Sharman at the head of the others. Then on the outside, Fabuloso. Kingston Town shot away with 250 to go. Double Century second from Marlborough, Fabuloso on the outside, and then March to Glory. But Kingston Town is going to win the Sydney Cup in a walk. He's 5 lengths in front coming to the line, and Double Century bolts in, scoring by 3.5 lengths. Kingston Town bolts in from Double Century.
Well, they come in the Sydney Cup, and the leader is Better by. Now Kingston Town popped the question by Johnston, and around the bend they come. Kingston Town races for the lead from Better by. Marlborough followed by Double Century, Worry Symbol, Charman and Fabuloso, but Kingston Town, 300 to go. He raced away. He's 2.5 Double Century. Then Marlborough, Pagal and Fabuloso, but Kingston Town, El Supremo. Kingston Town, 4-5 in front of Double Century. Then Marlborough and Pagal, but he is certainly king.
So he'd had, and there was a little bit of trouble around the back, and I remember I got shuffled back to about 7th or 8th, and I just kicked up, give him a kick in the belly, and went round 4 or 5 horses in a twinkling of an eye, just like that. I went round him and just parked outside the leader again. And when I said, "Woo, boy," he just come back underneath me. That's what sort of horse he was. You could start, stop 3 or 4 times in a race, and he was the easiest horse in the world to ride. Well, at that time of his career, he was the most outstanding racehorse I'd ever seen in my life. He was the most outstanding racehorse that I'll ever ride in my life. And he's a jockey's dream to have a great horse like him just to ride. And at that stage...
King went to Brisbane for the winter. He was feeling his racing, but took the Grand Prix and the Derby there.
And in a few bounds, up goes Kingston Town. Kingston Town races up, takes the lead from Red Kilter. Star Dynasty's well beaten. Now Kingston Town, Johnston is niggling him away, and away he goes, and it's all over. Kingston Town wins the Grand Prix Stakes, and there's still 50 metres to go. A very, very easy win. Kingston Town about 3 lengths to Red Kilt. And
he'd had a very hard campaign leading up to the Queensland Derby. And he went up to Queensland, and he just never had the spark that you've seen him here with when he won the Tancred and the Sydney Cup. He'd lost a little bit of that dash. He'd never lost any fight. He was certainly a fighter, but he just lost a little bit of dash because he'd had a hard campaign, and he was just at the end of his tether. He was looking forward to having a bit of a spell.
Prince Ruling going well in front, only a head in front of Kingston Town. He's striding well too. 2 lengths farther back, Golden in, Red Kilter's manner. Prince Ruling the leader, ahead in front of Kingston Town. Red Kilter's moved into 3rd place, behind him Star Dynasty. Into the straight, 400 metres to go. Kingston Town has now gone to the lead. Red Kilt battling on fairly well. Kingston Town is having a bit of a race. Johnson has drawn the whip to flick at him. Kingston Town in front of Red Kilt, followed by Star Dynasty. Kingston Town the leader. He's having a bit of a hard run. Johnson looked round on the right side, flicked him with a whip, and he's still holding his ground in front of Kingston Town. Drew away now. Kingston Town drew away and won by about 3 lengths to Red Kilter. 3rd is close between Golden and Prince Ruling.
The King went for a short spell. 3rd preparation, he'd won 8 straight. He'd now won a dozen straight in Sydney. No one was arguing. He was the champion of Australia.
In the stalls, and racing, and on the outside, Ming Dynasty jumped well. Stormy Rex missed it, and naturally, of course, Gold and Black can't go. And dropping out with him is Over the Ocean. Kingston Town settled down about fifth, where Maluna's Gem just led from Blockbuster Gren after Palaban. Ahead away on the inside, Maluna's Gem, and just over a length further back, Stormy Rex, one on the outside of him. And going up just behind them, Kingston Town, who's in the centre of that pack of horses, and a length further back then came Over the Ocean on the rails. Prince Ferrashar was the other horse in that middle division. Coming to the turn, 500 to go, and here's Blockbuster's rider endeavouring to steal a break. He's gone out to lead by 3 lengths to Granite King. Half a length Maluna's Gem as they head for home, and then Palaban. Kingston Town pulled to the outside. He's still got him under restraint, and then a length and a half further back came Prince Ferrashar. Blockbuster the leader over the rise from Maluna's Gem, and on the outside Granite King. Kingston Town coming to them on the outside, quickly followed by Palaban. He's riding Kingston Town pretty hard now, but Kingston Town had raced up to tackle Blockbuster. Gets to him now, takes the lead, and Kingston Town is drawing away. He's probably as good as he was in the autumn and wins on the bit by a length and a half to Blockbuster. Third is Maluna's Gem. Fourth on the inside, Over the Ocean, Stormy Rex, Prince Ferrashar. He knows how to get home, and once he got to Kingston to Blockbuster and took about a half length, 3/4 of a length advantage, Johnston allowed him to just go home at his leisure, and he will be improved, and cough or no cough, there's no stopping him at the moment.
Less than 3 months after his Derby win in Brisbane, Kingston Town stepped out for the first time as a 4-year-old in that good horses race, the Warwick Stakes at Randwick. The Black made good time. And he made good time again in the Chelmsford.
On the bend for home, Cayenne, headed by Ming Dynasty, is about a neck in front of him. A length and 3/4 away, Kingston Town about to be eased to the outside of the 2 leaders, and he cruised up to them immediately, and 4 lengths away in last place, Argyle Morgan under the whip. Over the rise, and Kingston Town went to the lead without effort from Ming Dynasty, about 3/4 of a length in front of him. Now being ridden along, he's increased his lead to 2.5 lengths from Ming Dynasty. Argyle Morgan is running to 3rd place, so the favourite trifecta will arrive. Kingston Town coming right away in the closing stages, and cruises to the line to win by 4 lengths. Ming Dynasty.
2 weeks later, the STC Cup made it 15 straight wins in Sydney.
A tendency to jump outwards at the start. He might have even contacted Alvaro Boy momentarily. Now there he is out in the middle of the track, and Johnston seems in 2 minds at the moment. He doesn't know whether to cruise to the lead or ease back. He can't ease back now. They've got him out 3 deep, and he's on the outside of Ming Dynasty and Argyle Morgan as they greet the judge with a lap of the track to go. Now Princely Summers running 4th on the outside of Golden Black, who's in a full. Argyle Morgan a length and a half to Kingston Town. Brindisi running 4th. Hermont moving up but off the track. Further back came Over the Ocean, and then Tundoon. Alvaro Boy taking off. Now he'll have to go very deep. Golden Black second last with Sovita last, and Princely Sum has broken down. Around the turn at the 450 mark, Ming Dynasty just the leader from Argyle Morgan. Kingston Town is easing out 3 deep, and Johnston hasn't breathed on him as yet. Behind them Over the Ocean, followed by Golden Black. In the straight 300 out, and the champ has quickly ranged up now to head off Ming Dynasty, and Kingston Town breezes to the lead at the 200. Johnston's going to give him as easy a run as possible. He quickly raced clear of Over the Ocean, Ming Dynasty and Brindisi. They're all struggling, but to the line he goes at 3/4 pace, pricks his ears and says, got that. Kingston Town racing.
The Caulfield Stakes and the Caulfield Cup showed the King to be more of a pro than the year before, but he was still lengths slower than Sydney. The riddle lingered until the Cox Plate, whose winners list, the riddle had been solved and everything.
Racing. Sovereign Red away quickly, so was Torbeck going immediately to the lead. Kingston Town didn't begin all that well. Prince Ruling's going very fast. Settling down at the judges' box now, and Torbeck in front of Prince Ruling, and out wider is our Paddy Boy, Sovereign Red 4th. Kingston Town's outside him. Family of Man got cut off on the rails from Glenson and Yurtiz wide. Then Palaban from My Blue Denim, a couple of lengths to Ming Dynasty. Then Tasman, White Tangaroo and Tolhurst. Our Paddy Boy is surprised.
On the Thursday and the Tuesday before the Cox Plate, he worked at Moonee Valley, and he worked very, very well. So I thought, well, this little tight circuit just might suit him, and suit him it did. He just ran away with the Cox Plate. He won by 4 lengths, and I remember it was one of the biggest thrills I ever had in my life, just for the horse, and also for me. I enjoyed winning the Cox Plate, but because of he had so many critics.
Kingston Town 2 Tolhurst still going berserk. Then Palaban, Waitangarua, Tasman and Ming Dynasty last. At the 1,000, and the leader, our Paddy Boy, went out a length and a half now to Prince Ruling. Third, Torbeck on the rails, but here are the runs. They've got to let some of these go. Yurtiz and Tolhurst have gone quickly around them from Glenson. Sovereign Red's got pushed back along the rails. Kingston Town's gone up about 6th. Then Family of Man, Waitangarua to the outside from Palaban, My Blue Denim and Ming Dynasty last. Up by the 600, Yurtiz and our Paddy Boy with Prince Ruling a line of 3. Kingston Town went up easily to be 2.5 lengths away 4th. They were followed then by Family of Man. Sovereign Red's got pushed right out of it. He's not in the race. At the 400, and it's our Paddy Boy, Prince Ruling and Yurtiz, but Kingston Town's cantering. We're going to see the real one today. Then 3 lengths Waitangarua running on well from Family of Man. On the turn, and Kingston Town cruised up to our Paddy Boy, took the lead. In the centre, Prince Ruling, and then Yurtiz and Waitangarua. But the real Kingston Town's going to street them, and Kingston Town's gone on to win by 4 lengths. Second, Prince Ruling, our Paddy Boy third, a nose to... On the turn, and Kingston Town cruised up to our Paddy Boy, took the lead. In the centre, Prince Ruling, and then Yurtiz and Waitangarua. But the real Kingston Town's going to street them, and Kingston Town's gone on to win by 4 lengths. Second, Prince Ruling, our Paddy Boy third, a nose to Waitangarua.
The hoodoo was broken. It was a crack field. 14 runners went to the post, and between them they'd won $2.8 million. The King beat them, and by 5 lengths, and going the wrong way. The win left the King just $75,000 short of $1 million in stakes. But after the triumph, heartbreak. In winning, the horse had badly injured his off-suspensory. He would not race for another 10 months.
Lady Splendid are both burning turf in front.
The suspensory healed, but the leg would never really be the same again. The King returned in the Premier Stakes at Rose Hill in August 1981.
A long gap to Insignia, run off his feet, followed by More Mink and Tsar Royal, and last Rio de Janeiro. Johnson had no hesitation in letting Kingston Town go 4 and 5 deep on the corner. Prince Ruling is going with him though, and as they turn the corner, Gorham led momentarily, but Prince Ruling and Kingston Town have grabbed him quickly. Kingston Town on the outside got the head in front of Prince Ruling, coming to the 200. Johnston trying to give him an easy run. He's about 3/4 of a length in front. Now he's starting to draw clear, and it's the Town. Kingston Town is going to win with his ears pricked. More Mink got very close to him. Oh, Johnston eased up on Kingston Town and almost threw it away.
A week later, he took the Warwick again.
With about 900 to go, and Lord of Persia just the leader there from Prince Ruling, with Al's Gamble going up 3 wide in a crawling race. 3 parts of a length away then is Checkmate on the outside of Belmura Lad. Johnson has eased Kingston Town back about 2 lengths behind those. When Al's Gamble wide out, had joined Prince Ruling and Lord of Persia. Just behind them, Belmura Lad, Checkmate, and a length and a half to Kingston Town, and a half to Prince Ferrishar. Coming up the rise now, with about 300 to go. Prince Ruling is just the leader there from Belmura Lad. Kingston Town being set alight on the outside behind them, followed by Al's Gamble. Belmura Lad is the leader. Kingston Town wearing him down, draws level almost. Belmura Lad's fighting back well. Kingston Town gets to Belmura Lad, takes about a head lead. Kingston Town drawing away, hard ridden, but comes on to win 3 parts of a length, only a half at the post. Kingston Town from Belmura Lad.
2 weeks later.
Kingston Town from Belmura Lad.
2 weeks later, it was the Chelmsford again.
Janeiro, one of the stablemates of Kingston Town, is putting pressure to Sutimi. Sutimi and about 4 away Kingston Town. Granite King's on his inside, and Belmura Lad's out 3 deep. 800 metres to go, and they've travelled more than halfway, and Rio de Janeiro a half length on Sutimi. 2 lengths to Belmura Lad, a length to Kingston Town, and Johnston riding patiently, and 2 lengths to Granite King with his ears scrubbed off. 550 out on the Chelmsford as they swing for home, and Rio de Janeiro by a length and a half on Sutimi, a length and a quarter Belmura Lad, and he's taking Kingston Town to the extreme outside to put in his run, and Granite King is absolute on top of the rise. Here's Kingston Town. Oh brother, the acceleration's there today, and Kingston Town swept to the lead. Belmura Lad second, and then Sutimi, followed by Granite King and Rio de Janeiro. He has an inclination to duck over onto the inside rail, Kingston Town. Johnston riding him hands and heels. He's a length and a half on Belmura Lad and Granite King. Kingston Town is safely holding his rivals. Belmura Lad second and Granite King third, and that's the way they...
Next start, a piece of turf history. In the STC Cup, he became the first horse to earn $1 million in stakes in Australia. Bert Lilly.
Up, but it was still a thrill for the crowd. I think he started about 8 to 1 on, but they loved it. They didn't go to back him, they went to cheer him.
Kingston Town actually came out first. Satimi on the inside going with him early. Johnson's got a good hold of Kingston 100. Al's Gamble led there from Satimi by a length, with Johnston taking Kingston Town up on the outside of Satimi to be about 3 parts of a length behind him. A length and a half away next then came Lord Warden, and last is Our Own, starting to tail out as they come to the turn. Kingston Town's taken the lead on the bend. He's still under restraint, leading narrowly from Al's Gamble, a little over a length further back Satimi and Lord Warden together. Kingston Town turns just in front from Al's Gamble. In third place on the outside is Lord Warden. Kingston Town being ridden hard but quickly established a break at the 250. Lord Warden ran into second place and then Al's Gamble, but Kingston Town over on the inside is streaking away in the last bit. He's been given a couple of hard cuts with the whip. He led by about 3 lengths at the 100 from Lord Warden, with Al's Gamble third. And the 6 figures roll over for Kingston Town as he wins it by 3 lengths. Second is Lord Warden, 4 lengths away third, Al's Gamble, fourth Satimi.
Town gave a dimension to just about all the things we've been talking about. He came back from the 1.5 miles of the STC Cup to the mile of the George Main 2 weeks later. He won in 1:34.3, a champion miler's time, a world-class time.
And travelling towards the 1200, Jump and Pin, the despised roughie, a length and a quarter Kingston Town, 1.5 hour Paddy Boy, a half my Sir Avon Prince Ferroshar. No change in the pattern past the 800, the field of 8 almost in pairs, with Jump and Pin making play. 3/4 of a length on Kingston Town, a length and a quarter then to our Paddy Boy, who's pegged in a pocket inside the former New Zealander my Sir Avon from Knight's Affair. Arbogast next from Prince Ferroshar, and Red Nose is last. The rider on Jump and Pin is quickening up as they swing now. Jump and Pin 3/4 of a length on Kingston Town. Our Paddy Boy on the rail and then Knight's Affair, but Kingston Town's taken the lead at the 300. Our Paddy Boy in a firm pocket and Kingston Town strode clear. 250 to go. Johnston has a quick peep round. He shakes up the champ. Away he goes. Our Paddy Boy getting out, followed by Arbogast, but it's Kingston Town. 2.5 to 3 lengths on Arbogast, finishing well, but not well enough. And the champ Kingston Town makes it 20 successive Sydney wins. Kingston Town from Arbogast and our Paddy Boy. Then came Jump and Pin.
He came south again and won the Caulfield Stakes.
They're racing up with about 1,200 metres left to go in Kingston Town in a slowly run race by a half length for Moist, a length and a half Sovereign Red. On the outside of Hyperno, 2 lengths to 100 metres left to go. Kingston Town, Moist together, a length and a half Sovereign Red on the outside of Hyperno, close behind them Lawman, and a length and a half to R1, 700 metres left to go. Kingston Town about a head to Moist, a length and a half then Sovereign Red. They're followed by Hyperno, a length further back to Lawman, and R1 is last of all, about 5 lengths off the leader. 600 metres left to go. Kingston Town, Moist together, 1.5 in advance of Sovereign Red going up on the outside, 3 deep, and just behind them Lawman starting to sprint. Hyperno is blocked away on the fence behind them, and R1 is taking off, and Lawman got threaded back badly and dropped out to last as they make the turn. Kingston Town tackled by Sovereign Red on the outside. Sovereign Red on the outside. Kingston Town is fighting back with just over 200 metres left to go. Kingston Town on the inside and Sovereign Red. Kingston Town about a neck in front of Sovereign Red. Kingston Town a half length now, a length. Kingston Town in front. Sovereign Red weakening. Kingston Town the champion, too good. Kingston Town won it by over a length for Sovereign Red. 2 lengths away, third Hyperno.
Then an May was always going to win. It was the race of the spring.
Racing, Prince Ruling first out from Kingston Town, Vin Vinger away well from Sovereign Red, Coiro Trelay decked the halls. Then Fearless Pride, Silver Bounty, Lawman and Blast Belmura Lad, and jockeys are trying to get position.
And, well, it's pretty heartbreaking not to ride a great horse like that.
Lay, and still only 6 lengths covered them. At the 1,000, Prince Ruling 3 parts to Vin Vinger, a length and a quarter, Kingston Town the rails. Lawman's now moved up to help put him in a pocket with Sovereign Red in the centre.
He was boxed in for a good deal of the way, and I didn't think he could possibly get out in time, so I didn't expect to win that.
500, Vin Vinger took the lead now from Prince Ruling. Lawman out 3 deep, and Kingston Town is pocketed at the moment in the centre. Then Silver Bounty from Sovereign Red and Deck the Halls and Fearless Pride. Up by the 500, Vin Vinger joined by Lawman. On the rails, Prince Ruling from Silver Bounty. Quinton's in trouble on Kingston Town. He's trying to find somewhere to go. They're followed by Sovereign Red. He's not responding, Kingston Town. On the turn, it's Vin Vinger from Lawman. 2 lengths to Kingston Town. Now getting out from Silver Bounty. Kingston Town's got out. He's pulled the whip on him, tackling Lawman quickly. Kingston Town raced to Lawman from Silver Bounty. It's Kingston Town, Lawman in
front. Kingston Town wearing him down. He'll win. The $1 Million Man's won it. Kingston Town a half length to Lawman. Binfinger a length to Lawman. Binfinger a close third from Silver Bounty, Sovereign Red. Then Deck the Halls, Coiro Tulay. Behind it, Belmura Lad, Fearless Pride, and Prince Ruling is last.
And we're ready.
Kingston Town's got out. He's pulled the whip on him, tackling Lawman quickly. Kingston Town raced to Lawman from Silver Bounty. It's Kingston Town, Lawman in front. Kingston Town wearing him down. He'll win. The $1 Million Man's won it. Kingston Town a half length to Lawman. Binfinger a close third from Silver Bounty.
Now the King was not just a super horse, but the rage for the race that is the pinnacle of the spring, the Melbourne Cup. But the signs that something were wrong were there in the mounting yard on Cup Day. The King looked dull in the coat. He finished nearly last. Again, he had foreleg troubles. It was back to Balnarring Beach, back to the healing waters, back to the peace. Again, he was away from racecourses for 10 months. Again, he resumed in the Warwick. Again, he won. Now he had won 21 straight in Sydney. But the sequence ended there. The King then ran fourth in the Chelmsford and was an unlucky second in the Hill Stakes. Kingston Town then won the George Main again.
Robert, I don't think he'll do that. Yes, Prince turning for home. Northern Reward is just the leader from Kingston Town with Honey Glow on the outside. Sire Reward is looking for a run on the rails behind those, and then came Grey Receiver. Up the rise, and Kingston Town got level with Northern Reward, who's showing plenty of fight. They're almost together at the 200. Kingston Town is flat to the boards. Northern Reward on his inside is going nearly as well. Kingston Town got ahead in front. Northern Reward trying to go with him. It's Kingston Town and Northern Reward head and head. Kingston Town ahead in front, and Kingston Town wins about a long header, a half next.
But down in Melbourne, began to say Kingston Town was past it. He seemed to have lost that wondrous dash, they said. He was winning on class and heart. He wouldn't be a force down south this year. Wrong again. The King took the Caulfield Stakes, and again this year.
Stakes. Kingston Town on the outside, about a neck in front, and he's not even going to let him go. Kingston Town now given his head, dashed away, and he won it by a length from 10 metres left.
After that win, the champion was sent to Melbourne, where his first mission was to win the Group 1 Caulfield Stakes on October 9. From Kingston Town went on to tackle the WS Cox Plate at Moonee Valley, Australia's most important weight-for-age race. The King had won the Cox Plate the previous 2 years, and no horse in history had won the 3 Cox Plates.
Caught them pretty well. English Wonder dropped out. Lawman and Deb's Mate collided after the start. Both began okay, and My Axman's the early leader in the centre. From LA Bajou and Fearless Pride, Thompson's going up to head them off and get to the rails. Magari's fourth, Deb's Mate trapped wide with No Pair keeping it out, and Kingston Town's about 7th. Then came Grosvenor. Lawman pushed right off the track by Rare Form. 2 lengths to Isle of Man, and then Gurner's Lane, English Wonder, Silver Bounty.
The few horses who have won 2 Cox Plates were all champions. No horse had won 3. Even a furlong out in 1982, few thought Kingston Town had any chance of making it 3. You see, those who said Kingston Town had lost his dash were perhaps half right. He'd lost much of his early speed. No sooner were they running in the Cox Plate than Peter Cook was niggling at the King. He niggled all the way. But if the King had lost his...
Fearless Pride, a length and a half. My Axman outside LA Bajou. 1 length then to Lawman. Higgins can't get him on the track. He was followed then by Kingston Town and No Peer the rails. A length and a half, Grosvenor and Rare Form. They're followed by Magari, Hard Ridden, and then a length Gurner's Lane, Isle of Man, English Wonder, Silver Bounty. 600 out, and Fearless Pride went up the Deb's Mate and took a narrow lead. My Axman immediately made his run on the outside from LA Bajou and Lawman. Grosvenor trying to find his way through is Grosvenor with Kingston Town, Hard Ridden. Then Gurner's Lane around the outside from No Peer and Magari, Isle of Man. On the turn, 500 out, Fearless Pride and My Axman together. A length and a half, Lawman. Kingston Town can't win. Then LA Bajou and the 3-year-old Grosvenor running on. My Axman took the lead from Fearless Pride. Grosvenor coming down the outside is after them. My Axman in front. Grosvenor and Kingston Town flashing. He might win yet, the champ. Grosvenor took the lead. Oh, Kingston Town swamping them. What a run. Kingston Town wins it and next to Grosvenor. My Axman third. On the turn, 500 out, Fearless Pride and My Axman together. A length and a half, Lawman. Kingston Town can't win. Then LA Bajou and the 3-year-old Grosvenor running on. My Axman took the lead from Fearless Pride. Grosvenor coming down the outside is after them. My Axman in front. Grosvenor and Kingston Town flashing. He might win yet, the champ. Grosvenor took the lead. Oh, Kingston Town swamping them. What a run. Kingston Town wins it and next to Grosvenor.
Mayax from third, fourth Fearless Pride.
Scenes of mass euphoria followed. It was a piece of racing magic. People would talk about the day years on because in 40 minutes, Manicato was also to do something special. Some say it was the King's finest race. But which race do you pick with a champion like this? He was great in the Sydney Cup. But some will say his greatest race was a defeat in the 1982 Melbourne Cup. In the race, the King was so relaxed he was...
Town in front of the 200. A length the Noble Comment. Gurner's Lane getting a split now. Kingston Town in front. Gurner's Lane flying on the inside. He's coming home like a train. Kingston Town joined by Gurner's Lane. And Gurner's Lane gets up to win the Cup. A neck to Kingston Town. Third Noble Comment from my...
But in a way, Kingston Town's last run in Perth's Western Mail Classic was a lovely way to remember him.
And Orbital Lady at the 450.
He did it hard, ridden with the whip before the turn. But isn't this a way to remember him? Stretching for the line, desperate to win, the great professional.
Wide McAlfee for home, down to the 100 and 200 they come, and Rare Flyer joined by Kingston Town on the outside, getting closer behind them, Cheeky Trot, Grosvenor and McAlfee. Kingston Town getting closer and Rare Flyer. Kingston Town ahead in front, getting closer, fighting back, but the champion's got it won. Kingston Town by a length over...
That one was for courage. It brought up 30 wins for $1.6 million. How will we remember him?
As a 3-year-old, he probably would have won an English Derby. I'm not saying he would have won a Kentucky Derby. It's a different race altogether. He certainly would have won the Japan Cup. I was there to see it, the last one. He would have won easily.
Oh, in his prime, at his peak, I don't think there was a better horse in the world. You know, I saw John Henry race in America, who is the world's leading money in the world.
I've got to rank him as one of the best horses I've ever seen.
Well, I don't think it was very much between him and Tulloch. I never thought I'd have a horse could ever match stride with Tulloch. But Jazz, it's hard to separate these two great horses.
The horse...
So much personality, and he had class written all over him. He was just a phenomenal racehorse. A lot of real good horses have got something missing. But this horse, he had everything. Everything that I could possibly think of. He was just 50 horses I'd ridden, 50 good horses I'd ridden, all rolled into one. He just had absolutely everything.
Well, he fell in love with him. But every jockey that's ever been on Kingston Town used to come back and say, this horse is a real machine.
He had personality.
Season. He departed with the outstanding record of 41 starts for 30 wins and 7 minor placings for an Australasian record of $1,606,240. And only 7 horses in the world have ever earned more. He departed with the outstanding record of 41 starts for 30 wins and 7 minor placings for an Australasian record of $1,606,240. And only 7 horses in the world have ever earned more.
To thank for this.